AV, line them up.
I can't believe it's so, but deep in my heart I know you're. I can't believe it's so, but deep in my heart I know you're.
White, you going crazy.
Crispy.
Hey, V, line them up.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns
not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after that.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. Only in the first quarter, so they better get a ring on a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. It's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run back to the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Here's gone. Short pass here, taken in by Laporta. 7 yards there and a first down. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Bajan. There's the stiff arm. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 5-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5.
Something was stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Goff. He's got it to Gibbs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And the Lions have down. First and goal at the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Goff. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Lions are this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score.
Yo, Caddy!
Pickett back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
Possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They gotta steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried, they just didn't get it done.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And brought down before them inside the 25. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This to the corner right side. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. There's Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Goff now looking to throw. He's got his man. It's caught by Ryan. Touchdown.
Hey, V, line them up.
Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back into the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Third down and 13.
And it's third down.
Pickett will look to throw it. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open. But oftentimes, you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 yards to go, second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get another couple yards shy of midfield at 48. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That'll do for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to
line
series.
'em up.
I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
Second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and 10.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That's to the tight end with Porter. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35
this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. As a corner, you have to be able to run.
Hey, Morello, you blessed.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
26-yard line.
It's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's into space past the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's gone. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing you have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot is pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2nd and 10. Thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. That's so close. He gets it to the win. Out of bounds right there. And goes for a gain of 31.
That's good for a Lions.
Now gone. There's one more that he's got it. Touchdown Lions. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after a right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
First and 10.
Laser got the juice.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hey, Murillo, you blessed.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them are the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They got his man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. And the ball moves into Lion territory now. those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point number 3. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Browns 14.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this year, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Hey, Murillo, you blessed.
Third down, here's Jenkins. And he will lose yards back to the 34-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Gone. Over the middle and complete to Warren. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't want to see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
There's Gone. Open net is well complete. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 40-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for a Lion.
Gibbs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pass. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Hey, Murillo,
Not necessarily
you blessed.
change your plays. All this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Flacco. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught inside the 30. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this one too low. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 50, it's gone. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
His way down to 16. 77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And off now to Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pick up first down.
4 yards.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described.
Line 'em up.
Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Jameer Gibbs, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
All right, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches that also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Jackpots to kick off for the
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Pickett now from the gun here. And the Lions pressure too strong. There he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Back to throw, Goff. Throw left side, complete. That's Gibbs. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. And they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be
passing form now to this point. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Goff's going to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is Arkay. So that one is 4th touchdown catch of the game. One behind the all-time record of 5. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
22. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to
This is caught on the drive. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To pass, Flacco. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
Hey, B,
But they've
line 'em
blanketed
up.
the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's 2nd and 10. One last gasp for Flacco. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
They're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? Well, this is Lewis's over. Some might see this as overkill. Remember, this is a team who puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop down to 1-3. And try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Hey, Morello, you blessed.
going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. McCarthy operating from the gun. Pass completes Allison. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. McCarthy gets set to throw it. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Let's start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
One with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he will have the Steelers' first down. It still appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. The Steelers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they made mistakes that they believe were correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The toss, left side, Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try to get things done later.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action, McCarthy being chased out left. Keanu Benton running down to the barrier. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit. This one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
This now a 3rd and 4.
pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw McCarthy. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tuned it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. To the air with McCarthy. I had a man open, but missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they love to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
And the first quarter, like you said, has set the tone. Can't connect there. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Hey, V.
They were
Line 'em
probably
up.
hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit. He's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
right, the chains reset.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. That's him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. Jordan Addison the touchdown. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Hey, Morello,
That
you
one
blessed.
right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Right, ready to send this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. Separate here, they're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep to the left. A disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that with one hand, not two hands, are on the football.
He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking slant route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Looking out of the gun. It's Rodgers. The Jew picks up some running room. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Tackle made by Blake Cashman. Looking slant route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with defense.
In an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
On play action now, McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, to get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route through that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
A lot of effort
takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have the awareness it's coming, but more importantly, to stop it.
And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on down. It's going to be third down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hand.
It's going to be third down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Running a screen now for Jones. That is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down. Now they're facing fourth down.
Well, we've been here once before already, Kate. They converted on that fourth down. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him to try it again. But from this spot, I think most coaches would just put it away.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Here we go on fourth down with Rogers. He's loaded another one up. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces the turnover on down. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now I give up the middle to Jones. After a gain of 2, that's going to bring up third down.
Hey, that's a run that's hold on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And the Steelers going nickel, third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Arkay Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. And inside the red zone, they're leaving the offense out. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means first and goal is coming up. Fullback trying to power the cross. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when the defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Jones. March to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting the first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Third and goal now. Can they find that final yard? Back to Jones. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
One after try good by Riker. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Hey, Morello, you blessed.
Right, ready to send this one away. Chooses to bring this one out.
basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Rodgers. Lofts one deep, center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Again, Rodgers. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and to take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Hey, Morello,
Like that
you
drive the
blessed.
coordinator's nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative, the last thing you're thinking, you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets past stats a little bit, the high percentage make.
Right, ready to send this one away. On the return, here comes Austin.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's going deep. Oh no, they get him yet again. We'll take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
We're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to it. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception yet another one count.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd down carry for Jones. All he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Steelers nothing.
Right, ready to send this one away.
Laser got the juice.
On the return, here comes Austin.
Hey, Murillo, he's
Got a
blessed.
lane, up past the 30. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. There's Rogers on 1st and 10. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Play action with Rogers. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From the shotgun, Rogers. He's trying to go deep again. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
4th down and 5. The offense staying out there. They'll go for it. Rogers. He's trying another one deep. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. Now they turn it over on downs.
You think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd and 3. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Just loose, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rogers to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Jukes one defender, and he's taking the ground after a nice push downfield. The Steelers on their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down, they created leverage, and they opened up that winning run.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept
Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Well, they are getting boat raced already. Got to try to spark something up here. So they're going to try the onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. What a hit. Steelers chop some of the lead off before the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute, and will continue to do so.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Rodgers. He's looking deep once again. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Well, they are getting boat raced already. Got to try to spark something up here. So the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute, and will continue to do so.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff, going 100.
And it's a big 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we also saw his teammates yelling at him, go down.
Momentum to that side.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in the hurry up here. No good play action here. It's McCarthy. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Momentum to that side.
Right, ready to send this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Put some air under it, deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Rodgers set to pass. He's loaded another one up. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away. The Vikings call. I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Damn, Gino.
Byron Murphy.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
The Vikings call.
Laser out of spaceship.
Damn, Gino.
Yeah. Run it up, Blondo. Run it up, Blondo.